Hey, I'm John and this is a tiny book review. Today I got The Sunlit Man by Sanderson. Kind of a fun book. It's a sci-fi book, really. I love fantasy elements too there, but mostly a sci-fi book. Not really what you expect normally from Sanderson, though it is set in his whole universe still, so it's all pretty consistent, I think. Sunlit Man tells the story of Nomad, who is a nomad, I guess. He is jumping around, running from somebody. From planet to planet. He arrives on a planet with a very particular ecology, a very unusual weather pattern that is like devastating for the planet. I actually didn't realize until I looked at I was just editing my last review for Dune, how similar this book actually kind of is in premise to Dune, though it's super different in the way that Sanderson actually does the writing. Obviously his writing style is totally different from a Frank Herbert's writing style, but the idea is kind of similar actually. Someone arrives on a desert planet more or less, and then there's a lot of like salvific language in there. There's like these nomadic people who live in the desert, who have very particular ways they live there. I mean, a lot of the details are different, but it is kind of interesting that the concepts are pretty similar. I wonder if he knew that. He probably knew that. He seems like the type of person who would know that. Funny enough, I actually think this kind of makes a lot of sense for Sanderson because the way he does magic is kind of sci-fi already, because it's so like scientistic, the way he thinks about magic in general. And you definitely see that in this. He sets out his rules, and then the rules are applied pretty seamlessly throughout the whole novel. Do I think you should read it? I mean, if you like Sanderson particularly, or if you like sci-fi particularly, then maybe. The way I do ratings of 4 and up, I would say anybody should read it. A 3 to 4, I would say if you're interested in that particular genre or the author, then you should read it. I would probably put this at like a 3.6, maybe a 3.4, 3.6, 3.5 in there somewhere, because it is fun. It's a good read. You know, it's very Sanderson-y. You can read it and enjoy it, and it will hit the marks where it's supposed to hit the marks. But I don't think you're going to go away with it like changing your life. I think it's going to be like entertaining, and it's going to be good and solid. And maybe that's all you want. Maybe that's what you want in the book. And if that's the case, then this would be a good one to read. Certainly a lot better than being on TikTok. Get off TikTok and read a book. Maybe this one.